Really proud of the energy that these guys generated today, and they generated because of early on they made shots, but I thought our defense was really on point, really making it difficult for Montana State, and then they eventually found a nice little groove. And of course, a lot of that was attributed to the Hall kid. He started really knocking some shots in that were like in Al Dillard's range, and I mean guys were in them. And but I thought in the second half we did a better job of really adjusting and making them continue to work. I was proud of the bench coming in and playing well for us. I thought Cheney gave us some quality minutes, especially even starting in the second half. They just played with a lot of pop, and I thought our guys kind of responded off of that. But again, good team win, balanced scoring by the guys that started off, and so that kind of effort, that's what you want to see. 20 assists in the first half. That's something that really stood out when I went in the locker room. The only negative I see is the offensive rebounds. But obviously they shot the ball, and some of those long rebounds, some of those were, who wants it rebounds, and I thought they did. We got to clean that up from that standpoint. But again, you can't. What can you say? Guys play efficient minutes. And that's what I've been really trying to get him. You think of a guy like Mason, he started off, he was really on fire. I mean, he was knocking shots down, making nice assists. And even the second half, I thought he did a good job of distributing to other guys. Played 21 minutes, 18 points. So, again, this team continues to come into shape and form. So we got a little bit better today.
Daniel is shooting like 76% from the field. I think he's 33 or 43. I'll double check that. But I know he's obviously getting dunks and in close shots. What do you think about his shooting percentage tonight? I think the last two games he's like 20 or 23.
Well, he's growing. I think he's growing as a player. I think he's getting the ball in the right spots. I think our guys doing a good job. Jalen Harris, I'm sure. I told him before the year, if you want to be one of the top assist leaders in the country, man, you got a big guy with some great hands. And so I think they're starting to connect. I think they're connecting with I think Daniel's connected with all our guys, and they know that what he brings to the table. They were in a zone, and we finally figured out you can go over top of the zone with a guy like Daniel. But I think Daniel's getting better. And I think our guys are identifying and getting him in the right spots. And he's making plays. I mean, he caught it at the elbow and had a sweep through and got to the basket for an and one. So he didn't make the and one, but he did get fouled. So I think you can see his development is continued. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Was it a matter of just wearing Hall down, or did y'all make some defensive adjustments on him?
I thought our guys were much better on the catch with him. You give him a little cushion. I mean, he gets it off. That's going to be a shot. But I think fatigue played a factor too. He possibly played all 20 minutes in the first half. And at that pace, it's hard too, because now you got to come down and guard defensively. We made him work even offensively in the first half.
The job that Jalen did tonight with the 11 assists and only one turnover, and then getting the double-double with his offense finally getting going.
I thought that was good. I thought defensively he was good. I thought he was a leader in charge out there, and that's what a good leader does. So I just want to see more of that. I think it's in him. He got a lot of guys he can distribute it to. And so if understand that role and doing it night in and night out, I think it's going to be a big key. I mean, he got a lot of deflection, out in the open floor, had a couple of dunks, had an alley-oop. So they had fun tonight. The guys had fun tonight.
Just your overall thoughts on just the unselfishness of the guys tonight. I know Jalen had 11 assists, but Desi and Isaiah also had 5 assists too. Just the unselfishness.
Well, I tell you what, that's something that you hopefully is something that we'll continue to catch with this basketball team. Just trusting. That's called the trust factor, where I may pass up a very good shot for a great shot. Mason, one time, he went up and froze the defense, and he was on fire in the first half and gave Daniel a wide open dunk. So it's kind of like it's that brother-in-law situation. Daniel is drawing so much attention inside, it's allowing these guys outside to score. And then, of course, when we're in transition, I think guys are now starting to make the right decision. There are sometimes we'll botch up a fast break, but for the most part, I thought we got the ball to the right people at the right time.
I think you had 5 guys in double figures. I think you had 9 guys score 5 or more. Just the balance. How good was that?
It was good to see that. It was good to see that, and how it happened. You know, the bench guys that came in, and I thought they played really, really well. I always talk about the bench either coming in and maintaining if we're playing well, or lift us up. I thought that bench came in. Each time they came up, everything kind of rose up. The intensity rose up defensively, and obviously the guys that start out, they're the ones I think that kind of set the tone. But the bench came in and did its part. Again, we saw our bench kind of get a little bit better tonight.
Do you know anything about Texas Arlington?
A good basketball team. We played them, I think, maybe 3 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and they were a tough out. They had a team that was coming, I think, back from the NCAA tournament. But they've got a nice, good culture down there, and they played Indiana the other night, and Indiana was up like 15, 16, something like that, and they came back. They may have tied or took the lead, but I think it ended up being like an 8, 9, something like that point ball game. So they're a tough team. Some guys got multiple guys that can shoot, and so we're gonna have to defend. I know that. So again, it's going to be I think it's going to be a heck of a ball game. I think they got a good team.
That'll be your 3rd game in 6 days. Just how do you feel about that, especially with maybe the bench doing more things?
Well, one of the things I talked about versus the last game was not necessarily limiting it, but hopefully cutting down on some of the minutes that these guys played. And we did. I think the most anybody played was 27 by Isaiah. But if you look at Adriel, Daniel, those guys, they probably played about half of the game. And so now you're getting key guys getting some minutes off the bench. And I think that's going to benefit us, like a guy like Keyshawn, Desi. And they're playing positive minutes. And today we got even Jordan Phillips got in there, and you can see the anxiousness in him. And remember he's only had 1 practice, so there's some rustiness there and timing and all that stuff. But I got to applaud him. He came out and he wasn't. I wouldn't say afraid, but he wasn't bashful. I know that. So, but it's good to see these guys get some minutes and they can learn and learn on the job. They can learn out there on the floor.
Scored them 29-9, points off turnovers. You really got your break going and some transition baskets. I
thought we did a good job of that. I really thought we did a good job of that, of really, putting pressure and being in position where we deflect passes. And once we got it, I thought we did a good job of catching it and getting it up the court. And guys made the right decision. So it was exciting for our fans, and I'm sure it was exciting for our guys.
I assume you're having the team over to your house. How good is that? Do you have a gathering like that coming off a nice win?
I'm sure they'll be feeling good about themselves. They're feeling good about themselves right now. And we're 4 games into the season, and so it's a time of reflection and just being thankful for we get a chance to do this. So it's like family. Family get a chance. They don't get a chance to go home. They had all the trimmings and all that. So my wife she's in charge of that, and when they come over there, I can't talk about basketball. So that's how that goes, Bob.
What do you talk about?
Huh?
What do you talk about?
I don't talk about basketball. Maybe I don't know.
Thanks, Coach. Just family stuff.
Whatever they want to talk about, Bob.
You guys have like a light workout.